You have arms?
I have arms and legs.
You have arms and legs? Free.
I'm like a potato head.
Gosh. You can get taken apart and reassembled?
Yep.
No, that's why you have multiple.
These are my
faces.
angry eyes. Let me pack your angry eyes.
Prepare to meet Mr. Angry Eyes. I love that show. Welcome back.
You welcome back.
We are here.
Amy's been gone in Disney.
Really, I was only gone for a week.
Yeah, you were, but it felt like
Forever.
It did.
Yeah, it'd be like that. I am sorry.
It'd be like that.
It'd be like that.
Did you have fun?
I had a great time.
It's good.
It was nice being with family.
Good.
Yeah. It's weird being back here, like recording.
Oh, yeah.
We haven't done it for like 2 weeks.
Have we not? Oh, we haven't. That's weird.
Yeah. So it's like weird to get back into that routine and like chit-chat.
I know, especially since we're on like Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah. Which we're recording so late.
We'll get way back into it as of Friday.
Yeah, we have
Saturday.
Yeah. Well, I said Saturday because I was like, well, it gives us an extra day of research.
Yeah, and you having to do everything.
Yeah.
Because Amy does everything.
No, I don't.
She does.
I literally haven't done hardly anything for the last 2 weeks.
You know, you've been having the time of your life. So
you've been holding down the fort. I will say that. You've been doing it all.
No.
It's
good.
We hate compliments.
I answered some emails. It's cool.
Yeah, that was good.
It's good.
It's good. And we're both definitely not enjoying our food that we're enjoying.
Oh yeah, we're a little bit miserable.
Yeah, so we're both doing.
I'm a whole
miserable.
week in.
Yeah.
I'm a week and a half in. We're doing a diet, and I'm a week and a half in, so I'm doing a lot better.
Yeah, I'm day 2.
Amy just started, so I feel like at this point where I was with her was I hated my life, and day 4 I had headaches like every.
I got a
You
headache
had
yesterday.
headaches, yeah.
But yesterday afternoon, I was like, I don't need to do this. Like, I will just be miserable the rest of my life. That sounds better.
Don't do it. We
So,
got this.
We're just doing it. We're in it. And we have each other for accountability. So, I know the cat hair's
There's
bad.
hair.
It's bad. So, that being said.
Oh, and while Amy was gone,
Oh, yeah.
Leon and Rainbow must have shacked up before he got fixed.
Yep. So, I came back and Rainbow was I just like went right into the microphone. I didn't realize that. I need to relearn microphone etiquette. Leon.
Ow.
Leon definitely, and Rainbow, they are expecting. So.
Congrats, buddy.
Good job, Leon.
So send cigars.
Yeah.
Catnip cigars, of course.
Catnip cigars. Definitely send catnips. And he is spayed now. So, and then once Rainbow is.
He's neutered.
Yeah, yes, he's neutered now. And once Rainbow has her babies, we'll neuter her. And please, people, don't shame me for not neutering my animals and spaying them beforehand. They were fine.
She's not Bob Barker, guys.
I know.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's good. Spay and neuter your pets.
Oh, did he? Okay.
He was on Family Feud. Is that what he was on? I don't know.
And I'm also not Betty White. So she would say rescue
Oh,
shopping.
yep, you're right.
I'm going to take that out. That doesn't make sense. Open your present.
Oh, okay. Amy got me.
Oh, yes. I don't have it in here. It's downstairs still, I think. No, it's in here.
What's in here?
The doll. Bree surprised me with the doll.
It's baby Annabelle.
It's a baby Annabelle. It's a baby Raggedy Ann.
She's sweet. She came from a place I asked on Facebook Market. I know I always say don't buy used things. As I was doing it,
to me.
Josh even told me, he's like, "What do you always aren't you the one who says not to buy used things?" And I was like, I'm just gonna ask if it's haunted. And the lady was like so weirded out. And she was like, only good energy here. And I was like, okay. She's like, it goes towards my college. And I was like, okay.
Okay, but good energy and haunted are not the same thing. It could be a
You're right.
ghost.
It's not this. Well, if it is a friendly ghost, then someone could take Hank's place because we've been dying for another one. So dying. If it's haunted, we'll put it outside for the moose.
There we go. We need to name it.
Amy brought me a present. Here, Leon.
So the bag is actually a grocery bag, not a grocery bag, but like you buy a bag and then they give you, like you buy something and they put it in a bag and then you take it along with you, like a grocery bag.
Oh yeah.
And that it's from Gideon's, which is a bakery.
Oh.
In Disney Springs.
Oh.
But look at the bag. It's like Ouija and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that is cool.
Isn't that awesome?
I'm gonna save this.
Yeah.
How fun. Fortune has smiled upon you, lucky holder of this mystical pouch.
Isn't that cool?
It's a mystical pouch. All right, what do we got here? I'm gonna put this right there.
Yeah, you're fine.
What is this? Here lies good old Fred. A great big rock fell on his head. Dear departed brother Dave. He chased a bear into the cave. Oh, this is from Haunted Mansion. We just watched this last week.
Yeah, it's salt and pepper shakers.
No stinking way.
Yeah.
No way. Oh, I'm so excited. Do you think it's appropriate to have these out now and not
100%.
Halloween? All right.
I almost saved them for myself. No, you can't really use this right now, but eventually you will be able to.
Is it a extra small bikini?
Yeah.
Wow, you believe in me.
I have full faith.
Oh, it's wine bottle stoppers for the Haunted Mansion. Yeah. I'm way too loud. Oh my God, I love it. Oh, now I want wine. Thank you.
You're welcome. I don't remember what you told me to get you.
A Mickey Mouse ice cream.
That's not what it was.
No?
No. I couldn't remember.
Oh, something with my name on it.
That's what it was. I don't think they really do that anymore.
Only because it's really hard to find something with my name on it,
Well,
and
I'm
I
glad.
thought it would be funny.
I'm glad
because
I forgot.
I figured you wouldn't be able to, and that was my way of being like, "Don't give me anything."
Too bad. I always get everybody everything.
You didn't have to give me anything. Thank
I
you.
stopped getting Rick stuff though.
That's okay. He's a party pooper about Disney.
Yeah. So, I brought him a cookie from Gideon's.
There you go. A mystical pouch cookie.
Yeah.
Yep. Were they good?
I didn't try.
Oh, you don't like cookies. You're such a weirdo.
No, and they're like super famous, and I was just like, I don't feel like it.
It's like overrated, probably.
There was a longest line just to get into the bakery.
Sounds like that place Crumble that everybody's making the big deal about. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
They're like this big cookie company with like all these different like flavors. They come out with like new flavors like every week or every month or something.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. They're overly priced.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Yeah, that cookie, it was like this big, and it was like $15, and I was like,
Oh my God.
I told Rick, he was like, you shouldn't have gotten it for me, and I was like,
Well, there you go. I was thinking of you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Eat it.
He didn't even know, like, if you're a Disney fan, you know of Gideon's, but he was just like, cool. The place was super cool.
I've never heard of them.
Me either.
I've only been to Disney twice, though.
Oh, yeah, that's...
And I lived in Florida for however long.
And we talk about moving to the Panhandle and getting season passes.
Yeah, I really would like to.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I think we're going to go whenever for Charlotte's 7th birthday and Natalie's 5th.
Yep.
So I think we're going to go somewhere in between there.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a good time.
That's perfect. We waited till Alice was 5 to
Oh, wait, they
bring her.
can ride more rides.
Yep. Yeah.
You want to tell a neighborhood story?
Yeah, I do.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
This
Wait.
is-
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Just had to mentally prepare myself.
I have a dead arm for some reason.
A
today.
dead arm?
Yeah, it, like feels like someone like gave me a knuckle sandwich right there.
Maybe you're low on electrolytes.
It might be that, or from gaming. all
Oh.
weekend.
Or that.
My arm is like... So, this is from the neighborhood app, or Nextdoor.
Oh, we got a new Patreon.
Oh, yeah! We need to do something for... Oh, we dedicate it, don't we?
Yeah, this episode is dedicated to
Dusty.
our new Patreon
Our
donor.
new Patreon donor.
Thank you, Dusty.
Thanks for believing in us.
Yes.
You're the bomb.com.
Yes.
I need to stop saying
Ditto.
that. Thanks for being... What is the number 3? It's like the... Next.
Oh, a next door neighbor.
Next. Thanks for being a next door neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah. And on the donor bus. She's on the donor bus.
She's donating her donations.
Wow.
All right.
Okay. This is from Nextdoor. The Mighty Mini Commode was the title.
All right.
I have a question. I recently moved in and have one complaint. That complaint is the mighty mini commode that is in the apartment. Does anyone else have these in their apartment? It's like a child-sized toilet. I can see how one could have real issues with this. I was just curious if others have had this, or if Johnny the contractor was drunk when installing this one. Either way, going to call the office about it today. And then the comments.
Oh, God.
That's crazy. And then another one. I work for apartments. Never seen one. Send pics. Another one. Show picture of what it looks like. Lived in many apartments. Never had one. Another one. I want to see it. And another one. Debbie and I just met. Nothing like meeting women and showing a toilet. Installing instant hit. LOL. And then the original person said, hard to tell from picture, but here you go. I feel violated showing my toilet. And then he took a picture of the toilet, and it's like a ruler or whatever for size.
Oh my gosh, that is so tiny.
It's so tiny.
Oh, it looks like Charlotte's potty training potty. I would be so mad.
But didn't you do like a walkthrough?
You have like serious knee problems getting down to go poop.
Have you ever like gone to a preschool and they have
Yes.
tiny toilets?
And you're like sitting down and then you're like scared you're going to fall and you're like, oh, it's lower than I thought it was.
Your knees are like up to your boobs. You're like, this is great.
Oh, you're going to clog the toilet at any moment. I love it.
So, yeah, that's from next.
Tiny commodes.
Tiny commodes. I hope he got that fixed. 'Cause
Yes.
that sounds miserable.
Oh, it was a dude, especially if it's a dude, because they sit on the toilet for a long
Oh
time.
my gosh, yes. Rick said that I was on the toilet for an hour today. I was like, bro, it was maybe 5 minutes.
What?
And I was actually looking at TikTok. So.
I was pretending to be you for a minute.
Yes, pretty much. You want to tell your story?
Yes.
Right?
Yes. If that's okay.
Absolutely.
So I have a story that's a little bit heavy and a little crazy all at the same time.
Okay.
What I found, it was super, super long. So
nervous.
I'm actually going to do 2 parts.
You are doing 2 parts.
For Rizzle. I'm doing this. Part 1 is this week, and next week will be part 2.
Oh my gosh,
So,
Brie!
yay, our first 2-part episode.
Our first 2-parter.
So this is the story on the original story about The Exorcist. I love when your face does that. It's great. So this is what the inspiration for The Exorcist was about.
Why did I think that it was something else? I'm so mad.
What did you think it was?
The Sleepless in Seattle.
Oh no, I wouldn't do that one yet. I wouldn't do that because I'd do that I'm not going to do that one because I'm going to let her come. Are you mad that I'm doing a possession story?
I'm fine.
Just take a deep breath.
I'm not even drinking.
It's not as bad as the other possession story that I did.
Okay.
It's not as bad. It's just really in depth. So
I'm really excited. I'm happy that you're doing this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. You're fine. So it was kind of, I mean, you'd think that this story would be like really easy to get information out of since there was a movie made about it. But the guy has been basically like an alias and in hiding since 2 years ago when he died.
Well, yeah, I bet he was in hiding after.
Yeah, he didn't. His name was finally revealed like 2 years ago, or like it may have been even a year ago.
So he was in hiding up until he.
Yeah, he didn't talk about it. He didn't want anybody to know about it. It wasn't something he was proud of, and just wanted to leave it behind.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, it sucks. But he went by the name of this character was known by Roland Doe. Or Robbie Mannheim. So that was what you would look up a couple years ago, I guess. Okay. So I was looking everywhere for information, and everywhere I looked was super short. There wasn't much information, and none of the sites like matched. But then I came across Father Bishop diary, and he was involved in it, and it should be the correct thing. It should actually be his diary because I had seen like a preview for, I'm pretty sure they're going to be doing a show about the whole story. Really? And I saw a preview for it about how they got all this information because one of the priests left a diary behind in a hospital. Oh. And so that's how this information is out, I guess. So it's pretty cool. So whether or not if it's accurate, don't dog on me. This is what I found online.
But this is what you found.
This is what I found.
I'm so excited.
I am too. So his real name is Roland Edward Hunkler. Or better known, like I said, his alias is Roland Doe or Robbie Mannheim.
I just like Roland Doe. Like
Roland Doe. Roland Doe. He was probably called Roland Doe because like Jane Doe. It's like unidentified. I don't know.
Maybe.
So, like I said, he was the inspiration for the movie The Exorcist. He was born on June 1st, 1935, and he was an only child brought up in a Lutheran home in Cottage City, Maryland. Pretty normal.
So that was here. I was thinking that it
it's in
overseas.
The U.S., yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry, excuse me. So, around January 15th of 1949, while his parents...
Start that over. I put my do not disturb on, but that's Kate. So go ahead.
Kate. Hey, Kate.
Go ahead.
No, it's good. So around January 15th of 1949, while his parents were visiting some family, he and his grandmother were staying at the house, and they began to notice a dripping noise coming from his grandmother's bedroom. So as the dripping noises continued, they witnessed a picture of Christ shake on the wall as if someone had like bumped the wall.
Who's Christ shake?
Christ, like Jesus.
Oh, I thought you said Christ shake.
Christ shake.
That's exactly what you said.
Christ shake. You're right. I did. I kind of jumbled the words together. He saw a picture
of Christ shake.
Yes. He saw a picture of Jesus shake on the wall. He put Christ in it, and I was like, I don't know if I should put Jesus or Christ or Jesus Christ, or I'm just gonna put what he wrote down. I thought too much about it.
And now Christ shake.
And now we have Christ shake. So
way to go.
It's like a mulled milkshake. So wow. So his parents returned home, and they even started to hear scratching and a scratching sound inside the floorboards. No. And also it was near the grandmother's bedroom.
Oh my gosh.
So they heard the scratching every night around 7 p.m. until midnight every night. They didn't think anything of it. They just suspected it was some kind of rodent or pest, which, I mean, if it's that in my house, I'd be doing something about it. Just saying. Like bomb it.
Seriously.
Call someone.
An
It was
exterminator?
1949, so maybe, I don't
That
know.
was normal?
I don't know. You kind of handled that thing yourself then, probably.
Yes.
So the sound continued and was more prominent when people would walk around on the floor. And this went on for 10 days and then suddenly stopped.
Interesting.
However, Roland believed that he still heard it. And 3 days later, everyone else started hearing it again.
What the heck?
But this time, it wasn't around the grandmother's room. It was around Roland's room.
Okay. Your hair looks so good, by the way.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you. I like it.
It matches our shirts.
That's what Josh said. He's like, you actually look like a paranormal podcaster. And I was like, I do.
Wow.
I fit the part now. Now it's official. So the sound was now around Roland's bedroom, and his parents finally were like, all right, we got to figure something out.
Right.
So his parents found the help of 2 Lutheran ministers who invited. Okay, this was really weird for me. They invited Roland to sleep over at their homes, especially with like the whole like rep that they get. Like it's just weird that they invited a boy to come. It's fine. It's fine. And I'm pretty sure it said that they slept in the same bed together, but that's fine. We're just gonna
Skim on past
skim
that.
over it. So they wanted to see if this was legit, if things were actually happening, and that night they actually heard clawing sounds.
No.
The minister prayed while Roland was tied to a chair, and it tipped over. Yeah, I don't know why. They suggested they consult with a psychiatrist who didn't believe Roland, of course, saying that the boy was not quite normal. And then another doctor gave him a complete physical and found him completely healthy. So nothing unusual that they found,
But
other than he was not quite normal.
Right. And he's hearing sounds, and he was sitting
And
in
the
a
whole
chair.
family is hearing sounds.
Right.
Like,
I wonder if they heard sounds the day when he stayed the night at
yeah, they heard clawing noises.
the night he was not at the house.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Probably not.
That would be interesting to find out.
I don't know. I would imagine probably
Come
not.
ask them.
I'm gonna call him. So at Roland's home, it was described. Where am I at? Okay. At home, Roland described the noise of squeaking shoes around his bed, and while he would try to go to sleep at night.
Oh my gosh.
And for 6 nights, this went on until the scratching noises started again.
No.
And one evening, Roland, his mother, and his grandmother laid on his bed and heard something coming toward them in like a marching rhythm.
Okay.
Like stomp, stomp,
No.
stomp. And it would travel back and forth along the length of the bed.
No, thank you.
So a little backstory.
Okay.
Roland had an Aunt Tilly.
What is that?
Aunt Tilly. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, I said aunt. Roland had an Aunt Tilly, and he was really close with her.
Okay.
She had just passed like a week or couple weeks ago.
Okay.
And a few weeks after she had just passed, the things started happening. Many sources say that she was a spiritualist and she taught him lots of things like how to use a Ouija board. I haven't come across that part yet. I'm still doing the rest of it. I haven't come across that part yet, so I don't know how true that is, but that's where a lot of the other sources said that.
Okay.
So back to the fun.
Okay.
So with these strange occurrences, the mother asked, "Is this you, Aunt Tilly?" She continued to ask this question, but heard no reply until she said, "If you are Tilly, knock 3 times." So then waves of air hit them all, and 3 knocks followed onto the floor. To confirm this, the mother said, "If you are positively Tilly, knock 4 times." Then 4 knocks were heard.
Oh my God, I'm getting shivers. I don't like it.
Immediately after, there were claw scratches on the mattress, to which they ignored.
Okay, we're just gonna ignore that.
Fine.
It's just not big deal, guys.
So the entire mattress, then the entire mattress began to vibrate violently.
That's my type of mattress. Sorry.
I love it. Oh, if the mattress is knocking, don't come rocking, don't come a knocking. Oh, I don't know where to go from that. So at some point after this event, the bedspread was pulled. This isn't the same night. The bedspread was pulled. Why can I not talk? So at some point after this happened, not the same night, the bedspread was pulled out from underneath the mattress, and the edges would like stand up.
Oh.
Like above the surfaces, like they were like corn starched or whatever.
Ew.
And when the comforter was touched again, they would go flat.
What the heck?
Yeah. And also the clawing on the mattress continued too. So they just like looked the other way. It's fine. It's fine. It's normal.
It's just Aunt Tilly. It's no big deal.
It's just fine. She's just playing a game.
She's just in a silly, goofy mood.
She's silly. Silly Tilly. So on February 26, 1949, Roland was doubling over in pain, finding scratches on his body for 4 nights. And after the 4th night, they began to see words forming. Now
on his body?
Yep. With the scratches. Now I know what you're thinking. He's probably doing it himself.
That's not what I'm thinking.
Well, I mean, a lot of you may be thinking this.
Wait a second.
Yeah. You're like...
An ice cube accidentally got in my mouth.
You're like over there, like holding it, like...
It's so cold. Okay.
Should I turn my mic down?
No, I turned them down already.
Okay.
We both have the same.
Mine's up at full blast.
Wait.
Probably because it turned off.
Oh, yeah. Turn it down to a 3. Or turn it down 3 notches. So it's 1, 2, 3.
You sure that's going to be okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be fine.
Okay. So,
So I know what you're thinking.
no, I know what you're thinking. He's probably doing this himself.
Yeah, he's just scratching himself.
Yeah, of course.
How old was he?
Was he 14? I think he was 14.
Yeah, he's just doing it himself.
There were a lot of deep scratches on his back. So, and he was very well supervised by his mom because, I mean, she was worried about him. So he couldn't have been doing it.
Right.
So since everything seemed centered around Roland, his mother felt it was best to take him out of the home and stay with some family in St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh.
To further confirm this, the word Louis was scratched into Roland's ribs in deep red.
Oh my gosh.
While busy figuring out details on the departure, the word Saturday was then written on his hip. I know, it sounds crazy. Then 3.5 weeks.
That's such a long word.
Yeah, and then 3.5 weeks written on his chest. At school, a desk moved along the floor like a planchette on a Ouija board, and poor Roland was too embarrassed to return to school. So they were trying to figure out if he should return or not. Yeah. And so the word no was carved into his wrists. Oh, then every meal was planned on his thighs. Sunday was breakfast for dinner. Monday was spaghetti.
That is
Can't forget Taco Tuesday.
Are you joking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Talking about an assistant. Yep, I wrote that in there. Because as I was reading this, I'm like, no way. That's wild. That is so
bananas.
Crazy. Everything up to the meals was in there.
She's like, they're like, dang it. Roland, I didn't want tacos for...
spaghetti again? We just had that last week.
Come on, Roland. He's like, I don't make the choices.
So...
That was good.
Thank you. So some things that they did that was suggested by Father Hughes, who was a Catholic priest in the area. He suggested using blessed candles, holy water, and prayer. So Roland's mother sprinkled all the rooms with holy water, and after setting the bottle on a shelf, it flew across the room, but it didn't break.
Oh, that's weird. So weird.
When she held the lit candle along his bed, the mattress with them on it began to move back and forth, like sway back and forth.
I don't like this.
Yeah.
I
Sorry.
don't like this.
Told you it's going to be heavy. Some other things other random manifestations that happened were an orange and a pear flew across the entire room where Roland was standing. Milk and food were thrown off the table and stove. The breadboard was thrown on the floor outside the kitchen. A coat on its hanger flew across the room. A comb flew violently through the air and blew out blessed candles.
Oh my god.
A Bible was thrown at the feet of Roland but didn't hurt him.
What?
While the family was visiting a friend in Maryland, a rocker that Roland was seated in spun completely around it by itself. That one weirded me out.
That poor kid.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So, we're in St. Louis now.
Okay.
While in St. Louis, the manifestations continued. A cousin of the family was attending St. Louis University and put the family in touch with a Father Walter H. Holleran and Father William Bowdern, who agreed to visit with Roland. And in March that year, they came many times.
Okay.
So
he's getting the help that he needs.
Yeah, they were just trying to assess it and see what was going on, see if it was real.
This poor boy.
So throughout this time, they witnessed Roland's scratched body and the mattress moving. They saw objects, furniture mysteriously move, and noticed that he would react violently towards any holy relics. The priest noticed a pattern with Roland's behavior. During the day, everything was calm, and at night, he would act as if he was in some kind of trance.
Oh, that's so weird.
He would have wild outbursts and scream in a voice that wasn't his own. So all this, definitely something's going on. So they got permission to perform an exorcism with the assistance of some other priests and just other people involved.
Right.
So Father Holleran, Father Bowdern, Father Bishop, which is supposedly the person who wrote all this.
Okay.
And Pastor S.J. came to Roland's help. So this is day one of the exorcism.
Day one?
Day one. Yeah, we haven't even started yet. So I told you it's a long one. Yeah, this is only 8 pages. I cut it down a lot. So
Oh my gosh.
I know, this poor guy. So March 16th, day one. That night around 10:30, Roland was sent to bed and the priest followed, doing the acts of faith, hope, love, and contrition together, preparing for what was to come. Next, they began the exorcism on the first participo, which is like a command.
Okay.
It's like a Latin word for command. There's a lot of Latin words in it. I had to figure out stuff. I had to research. And once they performed the first participo command, 3 large parallel lines were scratched onto his stomach, and then continuing throughout the next prayers. His legs, thighs, back, chest, face, and throat.
Oh my god.
The most notable marks made on Roland's body were the picture of a devil on his right leg and the word hell on his chest upside down, so when Roland looked down, he could read it.
Oh, baby.
I know. Also carved into Roland were the letters G-O, go, and a third pointed away from the crotch, which may have been an indication of whatever was in him would leave by urination or excrement.
Ew.
So, ew.
Ew. Pee.
I mean, you see The Exorcist, they throw up everything.
That's true.
So, when the question of how many demons were in him, a single line was scratched onto Roland's right leg.
So just one.
Yes, that's what it seems like.
Okay.
There were also 4 X's that can indicate that there was like X's, Roman numeral for 10. That the exorcism would take 10 days to get rid of it. So.
How did he get possessed?
How does anybody get possessed?
I don't know. I'm just
It happens.
No, don't say that. It's because he did the Ouija board with his aunt.
I mean, if he did, I think that could be. I think that's a good reason why too. So once he calmed down and fell asleep, they continued and started the prayers to Saint Michael. Roland became violent, striking the headboard and punching his pillows with an unusual force. Same. God, dang it. He also spoke of all the manifestations that had been happening since the very beginning with like the dripping, but it wasn't Roland speaking. And he was basically like sleeping while he was talking.
Like with a different voice.
Yeah. Holy water was then sprinkled onto him, bringing him out of this trance, and they asked what he remembered or saw. He recalled fighting a huge red devil who felt slimy and was very powerful.
Aww.
He said the devil was trying to prevent him from getting through the iron gates at the top of the pit, which was about 200 feet deep and very hot. He felt he was strong enough to fight him off and that there were several other smaller ones. So when the exorcism continued, Roland fell back into that tantrum state and he would repeat fighting with the devil, trying to keep him in the pit.
Oh
so,
my gosh.
This kid's like fighting. I'm almost done. I have like 2 more pages left. So do you need a break?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
That poor.
Everybody take a deep breath. Never mind. I'm not going to say it. It's fine.
Goose Fraba.
What?
What were you going to say?
I was going to say let the demons out.
Goose Fraba.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I just grew
Where's
up.
that from?
I don't know.
Goose Fraba.
I've always just been my mom like
Inhala, exhala.
Goose Fraba. I don't know.
My mom used to say Uife, and we're not even Jewish. Jewish. Yeah.
I don't know. She would always just have us like say that like as a joke to calm down.
I love it. I like it. I'm gonna steal it.
I'm sorry if it's racist. I have no idea. Maybe I should Google it. I have no idea.
Google it and then edit. Okay, so during these states, Roland had to be held down by 2 men. He was in the bed, and he would threaten, curse, spit, and hit during this.
Oh my gosh.
During his fits, he was able to be brought back by putting holy water on him, so he was in and out of it for brief periods of time. By the end, it was almost 5 a.m., and Roland was exhausted and weak, and so weak that he had a hard time staying awake or sitting up.
Oh my gosh.
I know. He complained of intense heat, and in the last phase, while sleeping, he sang in a high-pitched voice that was not his own.
Oh.
He sang songs like Swanee and Old Man River.
Okay.
They were very jumbled up versions, and he did like dancing and like arm gestures with them.
Oh.
Side note, he did not even know these songs. Roland did not even know these.
Nope.
I don't either. After it was finished, he slept until the afternoon, having a normal evening, even participating in a game of Monopoly with the family.
Oh, nice.
From here on out, the following nights were all similar. With Roland's fits, he would spit, shout, bite, sing, jump, swing his fist, and the bed would shake.
I don't know how that family can be playing Monopoly.
Right.
Well.
Hey, let's go play a game of Monopoly. You up for that? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm just fighting demons, but it's fine.
I got Park Place. Roland, please don't. I'm sorry. Roland, don't. Oh, God. So
He blames his outrage on
I'd be so scared.
I know.
So one night he went through a motion where he wasn't awake, but his gestures suggested that he was picking something up. He had asked that someone open the window and followed with, "He's going," and finally, there he goes. Then his body fell limp. He later said he saw a huge dark cloud of black vapor in front of him. A figure in black robes walk away from the cloud. He seemed as if he was rid of it. That same night around 2 p.m., once they left, Roland felt strange sensations in his stomach and yelled out, "He's coming back! He's coming back!"
No.
And unfortunately, no progress was made.
Oh my god.
Did I jump days? Oh, son of a gun.
Did you?
I did. What in the cheese and rice? Day 1? Maybe I just didn't label my days. I probably didn't label my days. Maybe. I don't know. This is 8 pages. It should be right.
Did you? You didn't?
No. You're right. Yes, I didn't do. I'm not doing. Sorry. Just cut all that.
Okay.
I know what I'm doing now. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna jump to day 4.
Okay. This
March
is only
19th.
day 4.
So that's why I say I'm skipping days. So tonight, when the exorcism began, Roland would bark and bite like a dog, along with shouting vulgar and violent things such as, "Get away from me, you assholes. Go to hell, you dirty sons of bitches.
Oh my gosh.
God darn you, sons of bitches." Also,
He said all those awful words, and then
Yeah.
he said, "God darn you."
We're not supposed to say, I'm trying not to say God damn. God
That's
damn.
You're okay.
God
I
damn.
know.
I don't know. I don't want to offend anybody. Anyway, so another, God darn you. Gosh darn you. He just said, gosh darn you. Also, another thing worth mentioning was that he continued to sing songs. What the guy wrote in his diary was that it was of a professional ability. So, like, he sounded, like, really good. And, like, and then he said, even though his family says he can't sing. Like, okay. That's rude.
I mean,
his family says he's not a good singer. So,
I
this
don't know
is
where
obviously not him. So we're going to day 6 now.
Okay.
The family was, by this point, the family was so exhausted, they thought it would be best for Roland and themselves to have a physician treat him for the night. Which, I mean, some
Right.
people may say that's selfish, but, like, nobody's getting any sleep.
Right.
And someone needs to get some sleep at least.
Right. Well, and I'm guessing he's not eating or anything like that.
He was, though. Like, because he
Oh,
would
he
come
was
out of it
eating.
during the day. He was
That's
pretty
right,
good during
that's
the
right.
day.
Okay, but no one's
Yeah,
sleeping.
he
at
was.
night. Yeah.
The last exorcism case I did was rough, but this one is nothing compared to that
Okay.
one. So that he was placed in the Alexian Brothers Medical Center, away from other patients, obviously, so he wouldn't
Right.
disturb anyone. And the group of priests came in to do the rosary with him, and afterwards the father stayed to pray until he fell asleep. So the
Good.
dad was really sweet. He, like, stayed with him all the time with him for
Yeah.
everything. So day 8, Father Bowdern arranged for Roland and his father to stay at the college church rectory. During the first night while performing an exorcism, Roland fought hard, kicking and spitting, having to be held down by 3 men. During this, he ended up breaking Father Holleran's nose.
Oh my gosh.
And caused Father Rue's nose to bleed. So, poor people.
They're just trying
Yeah.
everything. Wow.
At least they're not giving up on him.
I know.
All this was while his eyes were shut, too. So he had some damn good aim. He then urinated on himself and complained of a burning sensation, and this repeated about 4 or 5 times. This part's pretty vulgar.
Did he have a UTI?
I mean, maybe if he went to the bathroom on himself that many times. Okay, so in it, I cut out a lot of the really bad stuff that he says, because he says a lot of really dirty things.
Oh, sure.
But I'm going to say this part because it
Okay.
was a little funny. So
if you don't want to hear, skip.
skip
10
15 seconds.
15 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, again, very vulgar. So he shook his penis and said, "A beautiful pecker, a willy dilly pilly," and I'm going to stop there. So that's all. There. It went way further. If you want to figure it out, go look it up because it's some nasty stuff.
Willy
Like,
Billy.
seriously, he talked about, like, ugh, it was gross. Like, people touching it and just.
Oh, yeah.
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 You don't have to add that in there.
No.
Okay.
But, I mean, like, watching movies and stuff, like, they'll say, like, suck my dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so day 10, March 25th. While at the rectory, Roland was restless, couldn't sleep. I wouldn't be able to sleep either.
No.
The priest prayed outside his door, and for brief periods of time, Roland fell into some tossing and turning sleep, but didn't get any real rest.
Right.
At one point, he fell out of bed, unharmed, got up, and walked into the arms of Father Bowdern and Van Roo. Right before midnight, he laid prone on his back with his arm stiff to his side. He began a leg and arm movement. It said it was some kind of exercise. I don't know.
I'm picturing, like, swimming.
Yeah, I know. That's what yeah, me too. After midnight, he cursed and spit at his father, then kicked at the priest at his bedside, and finally fell into a deep sleep around 1 a.m.
Oh.
On that Friday night, the 10th night, since the exorcism began, and you remember 10, it said the X meant it should take 10 days.
Yeah.
So Roland returned home Sunday feeling completely normal, returning to his usual life.
Like nothing happened.
Yep. But wait, there's more. Tune in next week for the rest.
Oh my gosh. I want to know what happened right now. Oh.
We'll find out next week.
Okay. Wow. That was heavy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry it took so long.
No, that was great. It wasn't that long.
It's not too bad.
Okay. Mine's not that long.
Okay.
So, let's lighten the mood by talking about murder. This one's not that bad. I promise. Actually, I hate when I start feeling bad for the murderer.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I know. You feel like guilty about feeling bad about a terrible person.
Yeah, but
sometimes they're really brought up awful.
I think that this one, it wasn't just her. So I think that's why I feel bad. But it's whatever.
Can I go pee really quick?
Yeah, go pee.
I'm so sorry.
You're okay. I know. Wake up like multiple times a night now. What? Oh. You like that ASMR? I'm just like pulling hair out of Leon. Like, bro. You're gonna go bald. Like, oh my gosh. Home slice. Stop shedding. You sure are a handsome boy, though. Yes, you are. I love you so much. Oh, big stretches. What did I do? Stop. Aw, she's so sweet. Hello, 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 hello. I accidentally pushed a button.
Not a button.
Yeah, I pushed a button. It's okay, though, because it shows that I'm still talking. Right? It says Amy's mic. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hey, mine isn't.
Yeah, it is.
Hello?
You see it moving? The bottom one.
Oh. That makes sense.
Hey, buddy.
Why is that orange? Not your shirt.
Oh, I know. That's what I was saying. I pushed a button, and now I don't know. It won't not do that.
That's weird.
Yeah. But it's working, so
Yeah.
let's just trust it. I'm going to tell you about Rennie. I have to tell you something. When I was younger, I would get my R's and W's mixed up.
It's like I get my S's mixed up sometimes. Not S's mixed up. I mess up on my pronunciation sometimes.
Oh.
Yeah.
For your S's?
Yeah.
What do you
I don't know. I sometimes I think I still have like residual problems with it every now and then, or when I get lazy, I do. Like I went to speech therapy for a second.
I went to speech therapy for my
I had to hold a Cheerio under the roof of my mouth and go.
Oh.
I don't know why I remember that so well, but I do.
Really, a Cheerio?
Yeah, it was delicious. I got to eat it afterwards.
I
I got a
mean, I
treat
would've-
for doing it.
I mean, I would have like asked for an M&M or a Skittle. Interesting.
Cheerios.
No, I remember in 4th grade I went to speech therapy for my W's and R's.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways. So
Horror. Say
yes.
horror.
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 Like a horror movie.
Horror movie. I can't say it. Horror.
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 Horror movie.
Stop. You're just like adding extra R's.
I know, that's why I say horror movie.
Horror.
Sounds like a
horror.
horror movie.
A horror.
I just saw
It's
a
like
horror
you're
movie.
pronouncing it how it's spelled.
Horror.
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 But if I try to say it right, I end up saying horror movie.
Yeah, horror.
A horror movie. That sounds like
Horror.
a porno.
No.
Let's go watch a horror movie.
All right. Tell me, people,
Horror.
how do you pronounce a horror movie? It's horror.
Horror movie.
Horror.
Horror.
Horror. No, it's horror.
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 Horror movie.
Oil.
American Horror Story.
American Horror Story.
Oh, the horror. All right.
And now she's having a stroke, everyone.
let's hear about Rennie.
Winnie Ruth.
Winnie.
Winnie
Okay.
Ruth Judd. So I, bear with me because I did this story a while ago, and so, anyways, so Winnie was born to a Reverend H.J. McKinnell. He was a Methodist minister, and his wife Carrie, in Oxford, Indiana. She had a pretty normal upbringing, you know, as one can have a normal in a Methodist church, to a Methodist family. I'm not sure if it was between, she was 17 or 18, but at 17 or 18, she married Dr. William Judd, who was more than 20 years older than her. So,
Wow.
robbing the cradle there.
Yep.
They quickly got married.
How old
and
was she?
She was either 17 or 19.
Okay.
So,
Still.
yeah. They quickly got married and took off to, and this was like in the early or late 1920s.
Okay. Okay. That was
Um,
more of a thing then too.
Yeah, yeah. They quickly, yeah. How many times am I going to say yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. My sister and I, while we were on vacation, every time we would say yeah, we said it like the girls on The Bachelorette. We would go, yeah. Or, yeah. Yeah. Like so quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like close your mouth right after. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Anyways, okay, so they
Yeah.
quickly got
Sorry.
they quickly got married and moved to Mexico.
Cool.
As one does. So her husband, William Judd, was a morphine addict.
As one is.
Yeah, he had a lot of injuries from World War One. So
Yep.
he was addicted to morphine. So he could barely hold down
Completely normal for that time.
yeah. But because of it, he really couldn't hold down a job. He was moving around from job to job, so they moved around a lot. They moved back from Mexico, and that's when they started moving around a whole lot because they needed a steady income and whatnot. So, anyways, they couldn't really have a steady income because he kept moving from job to job. So because of that, and Ruth had a lot of health problems. She had tuberculosis.
Tuberculosis.
Yeah, tuberculosis. At one point, and so she couldn't bear children. So because of his morphine problem and because she could not bear children, their relationship was very unsteady.
Oh,
they
I'm
were
sure.
very rocky, always fighting. So she eventually moved away from him in the 1930s. They lived separately. They were still married, considered married, but they stayed in contact. They were like really good friends. So after that, she eventually moved to Phoenix, where she was a governess to a wealthy family, and that's basically just like a
nanny.
No, a homeschool teacher.
Oh, okay.
To the children.
A governess.
Yeah. So while she was working there, she met a man named John J. Halloran. John J. Halloran. AKA.
Hey, we both have Hollorans in our story.
Oh, that's weird.
Father Halloran.
I wonder if they're the same ones. Was he also known as Happy Jack?
Nope, he was just Father Halloran.
Oh, okay. Well, this guy's
and his time was in 1949.
Well, 1930s. It's the same.
It's maybe, about the same time.
Maybe this was Happy Jack first, and then he became a father.
Maybe. A father. A priest.
A priest. Whatever.
He had babies.
He had babies.
That's not what priests do.
They don't have, okay.
No.
So he was also known as Happy Jack. Happy Jack was married, but he was very active in the city's political and social circles, and he was a businessman and a player. Like he slept around. She started working at the Grono Medical Clinic in Phoenix as a receptionist, and that's where she met and became friends with Agnes Ann and Leroy. Let me start over. And that's where she met and became friends with Agnes Ann Leroy and an X-ray tech, Helvig Samuelson. And they both moved from Alaska, actually, down to Arizona after they had tuberculosis.
Wow. What was in Alaska then? Nothing.
Russia.
Anchorage.
Russia.
Yeah.
So they were actually friends with Happy Jack as well. So they all kind of like were a little group of friends. And Agnes and Helvig were roommates, and Ruth wanted to move in with them. So she's 26 years old at this time. So she moves in, and after a couple months, like, they just kept fighting constantly as roommates, and so she's like, this isn't working out, and so she moves away, back into her own place. On October 16th, 1931, Helvig and Agnes were murdered.
Oh.
Yep, so we just, like, jump right into it. Yeah.
All right.
So Ruth shot them. This is what happened. So Ruth shot them with a 25 caliber handgun in the bungalow in Phoenix on 2929 North 2nd Street.
Okay.
Ruth dismembered Helvig's body. She put her head, torso, and lower legs into a black shipping trunk, and the upper body and extremities in a beige valise and a hat box.
Well, at least she did it fancy. Like,
you got to put the head in the box. Yeah.
Makes sense. The poor person who had to open this.
So, Leroy's body was still intact, and she put it in a second black shipping trunk. So she did not dismember that body.
Too much work, probably.
After doing the first
She's probably
body,
like, man, I'm done.
This is exhausting. I'm doing this with a steak knife.
Yeah.
So on October 18th, she boarded the overnight Golden State Limited passenger train from Arizona to LA. And she took the trunks with her. Which I don't know why you would do that. But
just leave them.
I know. You would think. But so she brought the trunks onto the train, and the train people that worked on the train, they're like, this is suspicious because the smell, first off.
Oh, yeah, I bet. And especially in the heat. And
like there was liquid dripping from the boxes. Yeah.
Rude.
So they actually thought it was game.
Yeah, like hunting.
Yeah. What did I call it? Oh, deer meat. They thought it was deer meat contraband because it was an issue back then from like deer meat or any game crossing borders.
Oh.
So
That
they're
makes
like,
sense.
we need to.
His hair.
They're like, we need to investigate this. And she's like, well, I don't have the keys.
Oh, how convenient.
Yeah. And they're like,
no
okay.
problem. We'll just shimmy it open.
Yeah. So they're like, okay, well, we have to, like, this could be contraband. You're not allowed to have this in California. You cannot take it with you. And she's like, okay. So she just leaves.
Just leave it. It's fine.
She just left. And so they held on to the luggage until the LA police showed up. And she actually took off. She disappeared. Her brother ended up picking her up. And the police broke up in the trunks and obviously discovered the bodies. So, good on her.
Surprise!
Surprise! Here's a dead body.
There's gross stuff in here.
Yes, hold on. I accidentally put this one backwards. So, her brother picked her up, like I said, and she actually hid out for a couple days and eventually turned herself in at a funeral home on October 23rd, 1931. Which, I don't know why a funeral home.
Yeah, it's random. Maybe she saw some cops there or something.
Maybe, but she ended up, maybe that's where the bodies went. I don't know. I have no idea. But that's where she turned herself into. The press started calling her Tiger Woman, Blonde Butcher, and the Trunk Murderess. I don't know.
They came up with such good names back then.
I know. Now they're just, nope, just the names.
Florida Man.
Yeah. Salt Man. So she was trialed for only one of her friends, Leroy. I'm not sure why, but it was just one friend, and that was the one that was not dismembered.
Okay. Maybe they couldn't identify the other one.
I don't know. You would, even if you can't identify, I don't know. If you know, let me know, people, but I don't know why she did. The state argued that it was premeditated, because of the fight and everything like that. And her defense attorney argued that she was insane. So she was eventually found guilty on first-degree murder on February 8th and was sentenced to hang on February 17th, 1933.
Dang, hang?
Yep. But it's not over yet. She was sent to the Arizona State Prison in Florence, Arizona, and her death was eventually overturned after a 10-day-long hearing that found her mentally incompetent. The Arizona State Asylum is where she was sent to for the insane on April 24th, 1933. So she was hanging out at a state asylum.
Just hanging around there.
Yep, just hanging out there. Jack Halloran, her buddy, Happy Jack, was indicted in front of a grand jury as an accomplice in December of 1932. So, during the trial, she's like, hey, there's like another person involved. And so during the preliminary hearing on Jack, Ruth was a star witness. Her testimony lasted almost 3 days.
Oh my gosh.
3 days for her testimony against him. Basically, she was basically just telling her emotional story. And at one point she said, I'm going to be hanged for something Jack Halloran is responsible for. I was convicted for murder, but I shot in self-defense. Jack removed every bit of evidence. He is responsible for me going through all of this. There is hair in the back of my throat.
Oh, Leon.
Oh, I didn't want to chew on the ice. He is responsible for me going through all of this. He is guilty of anything I am guilty of. So, this is what Ruth said. Ruth Judd said that happened. What happened? She said that she went to the apartment to play bridge with her friends. What?
As ones do back then.
Another woman was there, And she was like on her way out, and when she was walking in, and there was an argument about Winnie's introduction of Halloran to another woman. So Winnie was upset of how Happy Jack introduced Winnie to that fourth woman.
Okay.
So she was upset about that. And that's when she killed LaRory and Samuelson in self-defense after they physically attacked her.
Okay.
So they attacked her because she was upset of how she was introduced. Not sure why. I'm assuming there was alcohol involved or some sort of thing, because I don't know why you would attack someone for that. But that was what her story was. Shortly after they met up, wait, hold on. So she shot them in self-defense. Shortly after that, her and Jack met up, and they went back to the apartment, and he went out to the garage and came back with a great heavy trunk and told her not to tell anyone. So he went inside, put everything in the trunks,
right,
the bodies, and then brought it back out and said, "Don't tell anyone." So she did admit to repacking Samuelson's dismembered body in a trunk and luggage 2 days after the murder. So I don't know why she chose to dismember the body, but she did. I'm thinking that, I do know why. The smell started to get so overwhelming, so she repackaged it into the different boxes to
try to take out some of the smell.
Correct. Yeah.
Refresh it.
Yeah, refresh it. So, and she didn't like how it fit in the box.
I mean, it's probably all swelled up.
Ew. I know. So Jack didn't actually testify during the trial.
What?
I don't know. His attorney his attorney told the court that Judge Winnie's story was nothing more than an insane person.
He was wealthy, right?
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah. He was well known in the political circle and the social circles and everything like that. So, because Jack didn't actually do anything, he didn't kill anyone, they asked the court to drop the charges against him, and that's exactly what they did. January of 1933. They dropped the charges for Jack.
Wow. You lucky son of a gun.
I know. So Ruth is in the Phoenix Asylum. And she actually was able to escape 6 times.
What?
She escaped 6 times. One of the times...
The place is not guarded well.
One of the times she left, she literally just walked out. And she ended up walking to Yuma, Arizona, along the railroad tracks. And I looked it up, and it's 185 miles away from the asylum.
Oh my gosh.
So for the final time she escaped was on October 8th, 1963. She made friends with someone that worked there that had a key to the front door, and they gave it to her, and she used that key. And she ended up going to San Francisco Bay, where she became a live-in maid for a wealthy family living in a mansion overlooking the bay. And she went by the name of Marion Lane. Her freedom only lasted 6.5 years.
What?
Yep. Her identity in California was eventually discovered, and she was taken back to Arizona on August 8th, 1969.
Oh my gosh.
This poor woman cannot get away from these murders.
She's stretching out her...
See? That's why I said, I kind of feel bad for her, but...
at the same time... I would... Yeah.
You shouldn't kill your friends.
No, but at the same time, she shouldn't be the only one who's getting punished.
Exactly. Yeah. So Winnie hired a famous San Francisco defense attorney, Melvin Belli, but there was another defense attorney that they hired on as well. But that person ended up saying a lot of things to the press that they weren't supposed to, so they got fired. And Winnie was paroled and released on December 22nd, 1971, after 2 years of just going into trial and, all the wrangling of legal stuff
Right.
going in and out of court. So she was finally paroled and released. They're like, fine, you know what? You've been out on your own for 6.5
Right.
years.
You haven't killed anyone.
You seem fine. So Winnie moved to Stockton, California, which is the armpit of California, I swear, in 1983. And the state of Arizona issued her an absolute discharge, meaning she was no longer under parole or anything like that. And she died October 23rd, 1998, at the age of 93.
Oh my gosh.
67 years to the day from her surrender to the LA police
Oh
in
my
1931.
gosh, that's wild.
Yep. So that's Winnie Ruth Judd.
Wow. I don't hate her.
I don't hate her.
That's the first person that you talked about that's murdered people that I don't hate. Like, you did a bad thing, but at the same
should have shot
time,
your
like,
friends. Yeah.
I mean, and like, she
feel
was
like-
introduced wrong, so I mean,
I mean, same. If someone,
rude. Well, this is
I
Winnie.
feel like there was a lot more to the
Yeah.
story that was not reported. Something fishy went on in that
Yeah,
that room.
definitely.
And she was really upset about something. I think, I mean,
Especially with him involved.
Exactly. I think that he just used his power.
Maybe he came on to the other women or
I don't-
something, or
Well, so rumor has it was that he was like sleeping with everybody.
yeah, exactly.
So,
Yeah, he's a player. So.
Yeah, I don't know. There was definitely more to that story, but I mean, at least she didn't. At least she didn't have to go to jail for very long. But I know that in the insane asylums, they don't treat you very
Especially
well.
back then.
Yeah. So I don't know what's worse, but ugh,
That was a good one.
I know.
Liked it.
I just like that she
Hey,
kept
it's
escaping.
International Women's Day.
It's International Women's Day.
Your story was about a woman.
It was.
Mine was not.
That's okay.
It's
Maybe the devil's a woman. My
uh,
arm is dead.
My husband thinks so. It's me.
It's me.
It's me.
Aw. Do you want to finish this off by telling us a neighborhood
Heck
story?
yes, I do.
Oh, Leon, dude, I'm going to keep you in a bedroom or something. This is ridiculous.
Is this all one?
Yeah.
Not up here.
No.
Okay. So, next door up, as always, because no one likes to send us neighborhood stories.
Yeah, what the heck, you
Because
guys?
nobody who listens to us has neighborhood drama, apparently. So, you
I
know.
mean, good for you guys.
Or even good neighbor things. Like
Yeah.
Amy posted today about a moose that was hanging out in her
he
driveway.
wanted to see what's with the neighbors.
Yep.
My kid couldn't come home from school, but it's fine.
It's fine. He can just hang out there for a
She
while.
just went to the other neighbor's house. Which I'm glad that she knew what to
Yeah.
do. She's like, back to someone else's house.
Bye.
But let me tell you, she had called me
Oh, man.
before that, and she's like, can I play over at Cadence's house? And I was like, no, you need to clean your room and do homework. And she was all upset. And then she
She's probably like,
walked-
yes, there's a moose there.
So she probably was like, shoo, Moose, go into my yard so I can go play. It was like, every time.
Genius.
Every time she gets her way, and it's not my fault.
Not. Darn moose.
Sorry, go ahead.
You're good. So a guy drove by and grabbed my packages. This happened in 2015, and I did create a video and put on YouTube. Now I'm on Nextdoor. I would like to share this.
So a guy stole the guy's package 7 years ago, and he's resharing it to see if anyone knows any information.
Why are you... Okay, can I reread that?
Yeah.
I was a little confused. Okay, I get it now.
Okay.
Okay, so a guy drove by and grabbed my packages. This happened in 2015. And I did create a video and put on YouTube. Now that I'm on Nextdoor, I would like to share this. In 2015.
7 years ago.
He wants his packages.
You guys, give the guy his package.
Clearly, he had something really important in there.
He did not find any. He had no leads.
We're gonna investigate who stole my packages 7 years ago.
We'll find the solution for you.
It is 2022 now.
What do they say? TikTok, do your magic.
Right? Yep. There you go.
Come on, podcasters, do your magic.
Yeah. Podcasters.
Yeah.
Whoever you are.
Whoever you
Do you
are.
want me to start off?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we are gonna get. It is that time of the day.
Yep.
So.
And, to listen to us, you can find us on all of your listening platforms. Give us a review and a rating on iTunes and Spotify. We really appreciate it, and it helps us out.
We have a 5-star on Spotify.
Oh, we do? Yay! Also, follow us and like us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and just look up at WWTN Podcast. We also have a Facebook group, and that's What's with the Neighbors podcast.
Or at
WWTN.
You can find it from our Facebook page.
We're really busy on there. We like to interact with everybody, play games, post funny things. You can post things if you want.
We go live.
We go live. If you see something crazy that happens in your neighborhood, post it or, send us a story.
You find an article, post it.
Send it. We like to hear that stuff.
Send it.
And
we also have a website. Did you already say that?
Nope.
No. Our website is what'swiththeneighbors.com, and on there you can find the links of everything we just talked about, along with a link to merch,
which we're wearing right now.
Hey guys, we got merch. And also a link to our Patreon, which is patreon.com/WWTN podcast. Shout out to Dusty.
Thank you, Dusty.
And if you want to be on the donor bus, $3 a month will get you exclusive content. And for $5 a month, you get exclusive content and our unedited episodes.
Yeah.
And feel free to dive.
You can dive in.
Dive on into our DMs.
Dive on in there.
Yeah, with any questions, comments, story suggestions, and your own personal paranormal or true crime stories. And true crime does not need to be murder. It can be about your boss embezzling thousands of dollars. I want to hear about it.
And paranormal doesn't have to just be ghosts.
Yeah.
It can be a demon.
Aliens.
Or an alien.
Yeah. All of that. Yep. Anything. Sasquatch. You saw Sasquatch? I want to hear about it. So we strive once a month to have listener story episodes. So please send those in. And our email is wwtnpodcast@gmail.com. And have you checked out the neighbors?
What's with the neighbors?
Bring Amy
out.
Oh, that one sucked. Oh, what the heck, dude?
It's the chairs.
It is the chairs.
One more.
Okay. Oh, that was a good one.
Better.
Yeah. Do you want to take Leon home? Because I really am just...
No, I don't.
He's shedding so bad.
I just vacuumed my whole house. I did so much hair in my house, too.
Man, I vacuumed.
Have you met Macy?
I have.
She's blonde.
Yeah.
She sheds all over everything.
I'm sorry. Not all blondes shed.
Dude,
Redhead.
my hair is bleeding so bad still. Like every night in the shower,
exciting.
It just like pours red out. And it's not a little bit; it is a lot.
I like it. I love it.
I do too. I think I'm gonna keep it this color.
You should keep it that color. It
got another box.
Aesthetically.
Yeah, you just don't want the blonde to come back.
Oh,
there's like my dark. I could see my dark is starting to come back, but I know right here, if this went away, it'd be like dark blonde, dark, ugly.
Oh, it looks good on you. I like it.
Thanks.
Makes me want to color my hair.
You should do it.
I'm not coloring my hair.
Do it.
If I do, I'll put blonde in it. Because I'm boring.
Do it.
No.
Do blonde.
I'll do like
highlights.
Blonde. I'll do blonde.
Like bimbo blonde.
I
didn't say that. That was rude.
I used to like have white hair. My hair was so blonde.
Yeah, I've seen pictures on Facebook. I was showing Josh a picture because whenever I was trying to tell him that you used to be blonde, because he does not believe it. And I was like, no,
but
look,
those
this
pictures
is Amy.
that's fake blonde. And then I was natural blonde growing up.
He's like, oh wow, her hair was blonde. I'm like, yeah, it's like a dirty blonde.
Yeah, naturally.
Now it's just like a dirty brown.
Yeah,
Or a clean brown.
I hate Alaska. I gotta turn this off. Bye, everyone.
Deuces.
Oh. Tell your cat I said hi.